Welcome to Empower Today. This week we've been thinking in our series In Your Face about the Samaritan. Please notice Jesus doesn't call him a good Samaritan. Jesus just calls him a Samaritan, because for the Jewish people, they hated Samaritans. They were their enemies because they didn't believe in the Bible like they did, and they worshipped God not in Jerusalem but in their own temple in their area. So they got right up their noses. So when they heard Jesus say that the neighbour to them was a Samaritan, I imagine they would have thought, I'd rather die than be saved by that person. They would have expected Jesus to talk about a Jew, because he tells a story that is classically structured, where you have three actors. So you have the two that come first, and they're always the baddies. They don't do the right thing. And then the third one is the hero. And so they hear about the priest, and he passes by, I think because he's scared that the man down there might be put there by robbers. And then the Levite, he's kind of an assistant priest, a lower version. He comes by, maybe even saw the priest walk by, and he thought, well, I'll do what he does. Or maybe he thought as well, I don't want to get caught and scared. And they walk by on the other side. So you can imagine Jesus's original hearers, Jews, thinking, well, now comes the goody in the story, and the goody has got to be us, getting all excited. And then Jesus says it's a Samaritan. And he's telling this story to a lawyer. And the lawyer had asked Jesus, who is my neighbour? He's quite cocky, a bit overconfident, and Jesus places him in the position of the man that was beaten on the road to Jericho. He's basically saying to this guy, you think you got all the answers, you think you got it all together, but actually you are a bit broken, battered and bruised, half dead, like this guy lying on the floor. And are you willing to let the Samaritan help you? Please hear me clearly. I'm not talking about our enemies who are abusive to us, sexually, emotionally, physically, whatever it may be. They're poison for us, and we should keep clear of them. I think Jesus' challenge is to the people that aren't like you, to the people that you don't like, to the people that you maybe even hate, would you be willing to let them be your neighbour and help you? Now that is a parable, a story that is really in your face. Something I find a challenge. Who's my Samaritan? Who's your Samaritan? Who's the person I would least like to come around to consciousness and find giving me mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, having saved my life? Got a person in mind? Jesus' challenge to us is, will you let that person help you? Ouch.